Hello and welcome to Drinking with Dave. The first thing we're going to do is I'm going to introduce you to the channel. The channel is youtube.com/Mr. Mad Carpenter. I have a list here of stuff that I want to get out of the way so that I can continue on, or continue as I mean to go. So, I'm the Mad Carpenter, and you can find me at themadcarpenter.com. The reason I started this channel is because I got into homebrewing a couple of weeks ago, and I got a kit from Homebrew West. I'll link them in the description. I got a kit from Homebrew West for about 90 euros, and I realized how easy it was to make your beer at home. So I did. I just finished the second batch last week. This is not it, this is a Smithwick, which is actually very good. So I thought I'd start this channel so that I could introduce people to the very bargain basement end of homebrewing. Not that it's necessarily cheap, but the entry to homebrewing. Seeing as I just entered homebrewing, I thought I'd vlog my experiences. The layout of the show: this show is Drinking with Dave. The other show is the Mad Carpenter Brews, and that's where I'll be chronicling all the homebrewing stuff. You know, talking about airlocks and talking about the kits we're using and how they're turning out and things like that. But in Drinking with Dave, we'll be doing a beer tasting, which is, after all, the whole point of brewing beer is to drink it. I give some tasting notes in the Smithwick for a start, because I will be tasting the homebrews as they become ready. We completely drank the first batch at a party, so missed out on that. But I have a dark ale that was bottled in the Mad Carpenter Brews, and we will be drinking that in a couple of weeks. But you know, Smithwick is a ruby red ale, kind of bitter, not particularly hot. Good mouthfeel, pretty fizzy. I mean, these are out of a can, these cans. So take from that what you will, but you know, it's just, you know, malty, middle of the road ale. It's not sweet like an old speckled hen, and it's not kind of dark and heavy Newcastle brown ale, you know, which is, I hope, what I've made this time. So each week on the show, I don't know if it's going to be a week, it'll probably be a week. Each week on the show we'll do a beer tasting and a rundown on what we'll be doing on the Mad Carpenter Brews. So the next thing that we're going to do, me and Eamon, my brother Eamon, we're going to do a wheat beer, because Eamon, he likes the idea of a wheat beer, so he's going to do a wheat beer. We're going to get a Cooper's can of wheat beer, along with some maybe maltose dextrose, or possibly some dry malt extract, because that really worked on the last brew, the dry malt extract over the regular brewing sugar. Also, as soon as we've done that, I'm going to make a bock, because I really like the idea of a dark lager. It appeals to me. So I thought I'd let people know as well that I'll use this to update what we're doing on the other show, the Mad Carpenter Brews, from this, but we'll also do beer tasting and talking. This first episode is just an introduction to the channel, but later on episodes I'll be talking about different things. I'll have lists much like these, which I keep referring to. So I thought anybody who is Irish, I haven't done it all, by the way, anybody who is Irish that wants to get into homebrewing should go to homebrewwest.ie, and I'll put the annotation over this so that you can just click through straight to homebrewwest.ie. Another place that you should probably go if you're looking for detailed homebrewing advice is CraigTube, which is youtube.com/CraigTube, because he's a Canadian guy who has been doing this for years now, but the homebrewing with the cans and the kits that I use, the Cooper's cans and the Cooper's kits and dry malt extract and all that. And you know, for years I wanted to get into homebrewing, so I thought I'd just bite the bullet, and after watching his videos I thought I'd bite the bullet and buy the kit and make the beer. And you're making beer with the kit that day, and you're drinking it in 2 weeks, you know, so it's a pretty good deal, I think. That is really good. Anybody who doesn't drink Smithwick should really drink it. Make sure it's nice and cold though, because there are a lot of aficionados of warm ale, and I am not one of them. I think it brings out a lot of, there's a kind of a skunkiness to ale when it's warm, I find. And yes, you can deal with the more complex flavors and aromas when the ale is warm, but who doesn't like cold beer, you know? Oh, yeah. So I thought I'd welcome you all to the channel, and anybody who wants to subscribe, that would help me out a lot. I make these videos to, or I'm making these videos to hopefully help out people who are getting into home brewing, so that I can direct them, you know, where to go and give them little bits of advice on what to do when it comes to starting up home brewing. And I encourage everybody to get into it. If you don't want to go through the YouTube search to look for CraigTube, you just click on that, and I'll take you to CraigTube. And I'll put all the links, the CraigTube links, and the Homebrew West links, and the links to my website and stuff. I'll put all those in the description below. This is really good beer. So thank you all for watching, and thank you all for subscribing and liking the videos, and I'll catch you on the next Drinking with Dave.